guys, it's Allison from Alison's Notebook, and today I am doing a pretty different video from anything I've done before. I'm going to show you guys my everyday makeup routine. I do my makeup pretty much the same every single day. If you're someone who is maybe new or maybe even intermediate to makeup and you're looking for an easy everyday look with just a few steps, then just keep watching. So first, I'm going to show you guys my makeup bag. I leave my house pretty early to get to work on time and beat traffic, and then I do my makeup when I get to my office, and I just feel a lot more relaxed doing it that way. So this is like the makeup that I bring with me in my car. Most of this stuff is drugstore. Actually, I think the only thing in here that's not drugstore is the Jeffree Star highlighter. Let's just kind of get started. The one big thing that this is like the most important thing for me is concealer. And I actually don't use foundation hardly ever unless I'm having really bad skin or I'm going to a nice event. So this is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer by L'Oreal. It's fine. It's not my favorite. The other one that I've repurchased over and over again is also L'Oreal. It's the True Match Corrector Fusion Parfait. Is it really called Parfait? I didn't realize actually these are both L'Oreal. So the True Match actually I feel like has better coverage. It doesn't blend out as easily, and it kind of makes my skin burn a little bit when I first put it on, which is kind of ridiculous that I've repurchased this like 3 or 4 times now and it makes my skin burn, but the coverage is a lot better than this one. When I'm putting on my concealer, I have to set it immediately or it creases under my eyes, and so I always use a powder. I just started using a translucent powder by this brand called No. 7. They recommended this to me at Walgreens. I was asking for a really good translucent setting powder. Kind of shake it up just so I can get like a little bit in the top here, and then I get this out, and then I have my beauty blenders and this little brush. So I use this Eco Tools brush. This is also from the drugstore. This is like the travel version of their brushes. This is what I use like every single day, and these bristles are really nice and close together. And then I use the beauty blender actually for my powder. Sorry, it's actually like disgusting, but I use the beauty blender for my powder. I just find that it applies the best that way. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do this. For this first part, I work pretty fast. So I just go under my eyes, and then I go down just a little bit on my face. I'm really fair skinned. I don't tan my face at all. So then instead of wiping this, I kind of like dab to blend this in, if that makes any sense. And I go on top of my lid as well. And I work pretty fast because, like I said, I just have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes. I have allergies like constantly. I do have to go in with just a little bit more under those dark circles, working really fast, and then I again blend that in really quickly. I get my beauty blender and I put a crap ton of powder on it, and I really heavily set under my eyes, and I'm pressing it in. I'm not wiping it, so that's really important too. I know for someone, I have really dry skin, and so I used to think that having this powder was gonna make my skin look flakier, but it actually makes it look really, really smooth. Look how much better my skin looks already. Maybe I'll get a screen grab of the beginning so you guys can see. So I am gonna cover up just a little bit of those. They're not zits anymore, they're gone, but during my cycle, every now and then I'll get some spots. All right, so that's it for the concealer. Like I said, I don't do foundation unless I really am doing an event or going to something really fancy, because I just don't like how it feels. I don't like how it looks. I want my skin to look somewhat natural. So the blush I'm gonna use is Milani's, it's a baked blush, and the color is Luminoso in 05. Again, I'm using an Eco Tools blush brush. These came in a kit together with, so I just put a shit ton of that blush on here. And then I like to do it really high, and I go up my temple just a little bit. And so then for highlighter, and I know this is crazy, I just do it with my finger, and I'm just gonna like go into this ice cold. That's the shade of this Jeffree Star Skin Frost palette, and I'm just gonna go like real high up on my cheeks and kind of dab that in. And I go up on the highest part of my cheekbone, and then I dab up really close to the corner of my eye. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then above my lip here, and then on my chin. I could build this up if I wanted to go crazy, but I don't want to go crazy. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just the corner of my eye, just a little bit. So now I'm going to do my eyes, and this is like just a simple 3-step process. For my eyes, I'm going to use 3 things. I'm going to use waterproof mascara, and then I always do a winged eyeliner, but I start by kind of tight lining with a regular liner. So today, for the regular liner, I'm using L'Oreal. This is not sponsored by L'Oreal, by the way. I didn't realize I had so many L'Oreal products. For the liquid liner, it's also L'Oreal because I ran out of my Kat Von D tattoo liner. That's another one of my favorite eyeliners, but again, I don't always want to order online or go to a store. I just want to like hit the drugstore and be done with it. So this is the 12-Hour Infallible Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner by L'Oreal Paris in the color black. And then of course my mascara, which I already mentioned, is Miss Manga and is the voluminous waterproof. And this is also L'Oreal. I swear I did not know I had this many L'Oreal products. So I've never done this with one hand before. I usually pull my eye a little bit, but we're just gonna see how this goes. Okay, so that's it for the hard eyeliner, and I just do the very top. I don't like lining the entire top with the wet liner because I mess up a lot, and so usually I just tight line with the black dry eyeliner, and then I go in with the wet. And I really like this, I really like wet eyeliners you can hold like a pen. I don't like using a normal kind of paintbrush situation for eyeliner. And so I'm just gonna draw a really thin line. I'm literally just gonna go towards the end of my eyebrow, and I'm gonna make this one pretty small, but I'm just gonna start with that line. Okay, that's a pretty messy line, so I think we're gonna have a giant wing today. But now that I've got that line, I'm just gonna connect it straight across to my eye. And that is acceptable to me. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. It's not perfect, but it is good enough for me. And now the last step is mascara, and I think you guys probably already know how to do mascara, but I'll show you how I do mine. So you're gonna start with your mascara by just wiggling it as close to your eyeball as you can. And on the bottom, I'm just gonna be really careful. I do a very light hand. So my outro got cut off a little bit, so I'm just gonna start over. It might be kind of an awkward transition. After I did my mascara, that's all I did. I ended there. I don't use any bronzer. I don't use any setting spray. I like to keep it really simple. I actually don't even, you'll notice I didn't do anything with my eyebrows today. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. Let me know if you guys have any tips for how you do your makeup and keep it really simple and really quick. I put out new videos every single week, so make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Even my cat loves your show.